Hi YouTube, this is MsBabybees. Today, oops, I got water on my laptop. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial. I believe this is my first one ever. I think so, yeah. Actually, no, it's not my first one, but my first one in a really long time. And I've just prepped my skin with Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And I topped that off with Estee Lauder Day Wear Plus. This has sheer tint release and an SPF of 15. And for me, it's important to use moisturizers that have an SPF. That way I don't have to put on extra sunscreen. So completely barefaced. And I just use that to make my skin a little bit more tan because the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream is just a moisturizer and that has a tint. So I've already pumped out 1 to 2 pumps of the Chanel Beetle Lumiere Aqua with SPF 15. This is the old color, B10 Beige Pastel. I'm just trying to use this one up. And I will be using a Real Techniques stippling brush. I've showed you guys this a million times. But yeah, so first thing is first, I have a mirror here. I'm using the Liz Tie, the model mirrors. So you guys have seen this in a video. So I do one layer purely with my fingertips. And then another layer with the brush. My hair is pulled back with that hair velcro thing that I spoke about in my last haul. So I'm testing it out. It does pull the hair back really well, so I'm trying to not get my hands and the foundation all over my hair. Okay. So that was the first layer. Now I'm going to do another layer with my brush. I just sort of dot it around. Doesn't really matter where you put it so much because the brush will spread it out for you. You can definitely layer in certain areas where you have more trouble areas. If you have spots or anything like that, definitely layer up in those areas. Alright, and today I'm only going to be using my Urban Decay Naked palette, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. I know you guys have seen a million tutorials with it. I'm just showing you how I use mine and what colors I like to use the best. So, that's about it. Once that's done, you can go in with any of your, standard concealing. I've showed you guys plenty of times what I use for concealer, just a 224 brush. And if I have spots, I'll use the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer in light golden beige, but I don't have any spots today, so I will be using the Bobbi Brown concealer. I'm just kidding, Bobbi Brown corrector in the color Light Bisque, or Bisque. I just can never remember. It's really, really bad. I have got to remember which one I use. So I just put on about that much, which seems like a lot, but it really does blend in really easily into the skin. And this isn't a product that looks cakey because it's so, so creamy. I just like to pat it in just lightly. So just small circular buffing motions. That's all I really do. Using a brush just does most of the work for you. And then you can just warm it up with your finger so that it blends really easily into the skin. Okay, I think I'm going to do, there isn't really that much left to do with the face. I'm just going to apply a little bit of Bronze Universal with using a buffing brush, contour brush. I'm going to need my lace tie. And I just like to do this really gently. No, I'm just applying this in the hollow in my cheek, as you can see. And you mostly concentrate that darker color towards your upper part of your jaw or your ear. And I do it in small buffing circles. And that helps disperse the color evenly without it becoming like a line across your cheek. You can bring it up onto your temples if you want. And I'm just bring the excess down my nose and under my chin. Now after that, I prime my lids with a little bit of Urban Decay's primer potion. This is just the original in the squeeze tube. You don't want to apply too much, otherwise it will also crease, no matter how good your primer is. If you apply too much primer, it can crease. And I think before I even do my eyes, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Just using the Clinique Superfine Liner for brows. Just looks like that. This is color 04, I believe. And I'm just doing a standard shape just by feathering up with it really, really easily. And darkening that outer corner, like so. So you can already see that this one looks a lot stronger. And you can create a variety of shapes. I'm just doing my standard everyday one. So you can see the difference between the two eyebrows. One looks a lot stronger than the other. And I do really like this eyebrow pencil, however it is not waterproof or smudge proof. I often find myself smudging this, which is a real pain. If you guys know any products that are waterproof or smudge proof, definitely let me know. Because it is a real pain, because it gets everywhere. Like when I get really sweaty, it completely shifts. Okay. Okay. Now we can move on to the actual eyes part. So I don't hold you up anymore. Like I said, I will be using this palette, the Naked by Urban Decay, which is really coveted and everyone seems to really like. Starting out with a 252. And I'm using the color Sin. Oops. So Sin is going to go just all over the lid and a little bit mostly into that inner portion of the eye, and then draw out the rest of the color. So you can see how shimmery it is and what a nice sheen it has on the eyes. Next, I'm going to go into the color Sidecar. So this was Sin over here, and then I'm going to Sidecar. Oops, that gold one there. I'm grabbing a whole bunch of that, and these eyeshadows do have a bit of a fallout, so be prepared for that. And I'm going from the middle, from where the iris is, out. And I sort of do a little bit of shading into the crease. And the same on the other eye. It gives a sort of toasted effect. Next, I'm going into Toasted, which looks like this. And the next couple of colors I'll be using is Toasted, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Hustle, and then find a little bit of Darkhorse. But right now I'm using Toasted. That's just so I don't have to keep showing you guys. This goes only in the outer portion of the eye. So right where that outer lid is, into the outer V a little bit. And this is where I'm going to be creating a shape. But But don't worry too much about this color because the other two colors will be really darkening with it. So you can see that. Now I'm going into Hustle. Oops. This one's going to have quite a bit of fallout, so be ready to have a brush ready to brush off some of that excess underneath your eyes. I'm winging it out just a little bit so you can see that I'm making a shape with my eyes. Taking a 217, this one's a little bit dirty, just from using the same colors earlier. I'm using a little bit of Darkhorse. And this one I'm just dragging into the socket. And don't worry, I'm going to be blending all of that out. And finally taking a clean, what is this? E35 Sigma. And I'm just doing circular motions the same way that I did with every other part of our makeup. These shapes are a little bit different, so I'm going to go in to this one a little bit more. Just until I make the shape even. I really love this palette just because you can do such a large variety of looks and you only need one palette, so it's a great palette to have in your collection because I just take this whenever I go traveling or anything like that because this is all I ever need, really. This one's a little bit darker on the outer. So, I'm just going to keep dragging that color out until I get the right effect. Okay. Finally, I'm just going to take a little bit of Virgin, which I'll show you right now. It is this one right here as my brow bone highlight. And I'm just showing you that you don't need to go outside of this palette to create a whole look. Highlight, everything like that. Okay, and I'm just blending that as well. So you can see a bronze look, and it has a really sort of cat eye effect on this. This isn't typically something that I would wear every single day. Speaking of the shape, I would wear this color every day, but I was just showing you guys, you know, what you could do with a palette like this. And I'm just taking a little bit of Two Throat Runners as my blush. And I don't know if I'm going to do mascara on camera. I think I'm just going to curl them on camera. But, because I think I'm running out of time, I'm just going to use a little bit of Makeup Forever Smokey Lash, and then on the top, and then Clinique's Bottom Lash Mascara on the bottom. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!